base hits, 1 run, 2 base hits for the Stars and Stripes. Teams combining for 5 errors in this game. And a lot of guys switching positions. Those gloves look identical. Which one are we going with? At this level, they probably have their signatures on the gloves. That is Carter Young right there.
I don't think these kids are buying gloves anymore.
No. Spikes, batting gloves.
When I played, I think I had a Benji Gill autograph glove back when I played.
You were one of few.
Lenny Torres gave up a base hit but struck out 2 and working a scoreless 7th inning. He's on for the 8th, and this is a young man who pitched very well in one of the games we had from the Tournament of Stars back in early July in Cary, North Carolina. And family members watching on MLB.com, and if they are with us tonight from New York, we say hello as we do to all the family members listening online. Raynel Delgado, a base hit, also reached down an error and scored a run.
And Steve, so for me, he has really good loose arm action. How much, as a scout, as an evaluator, do you take into consideration how their arms move opposed to just their stuff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think the mechanics are an important part of all of it because it's part of the projection. What can you do to tweak the mechanics to improve a little bit? Where can he gain some velocity here and there? Can he get on top of his breaking ball a little bit more with some slight change in the mechanics? How often can he repeat those mechanics? So there's a lot about what a pitcher does on the mound. One, is he going to keep himself in a healthy place with the mechanics that he has out there? Is he free and easy? If a guy's a maximum effort sort of a pitcher, where he's kind of grunting and having to rear up and throw, then your initial thought is, well, maybe he's more of a reliever than he is a starter because you can't exert that kind of energy necessarily. The one thing about Torres is he's got a real athletic body. He's got an athletic delivery, finishes with good athleticism, like an extra fielder out there. And you'll love that in a pitcher.
Yes, and you see his body, and you can see 20 pounds, 20, 25 pounds on him, and still maintain that athleticism, just maybe more durable, a little more velocity.
You can see a little bit of Jose Barrios of the Twins here. He's got, who's not big in stature necessarily, but he's got that athleticism on the mound.
Young man who is committed to St. John's.
That's another school that just had some coaching changes, right?
No, they're Ed Blankmeyer has been there a handful of years. He's actually got some experience with the U.S. collegiate team.
Okay.
In the Northeast. Recent coaching change. Think of it. 2-2 off the end of the bat.
That pitch had some good movement right there.
It did have some good movement on it. And Alec Thomas, was mad at himself for swinging a pitch up in the zone. But understanding with 2 strikes, you've now got to protect. And with that 2-seam fastball, Torres does a nice job throwing it to the outside corner and then breaking it off the plate, expanding the zone.
Torres on the comebacker, fields his position. Underhand flip to retire Thomas for out number 2.
That was a bullfighter-ish, huh? The way he got that.
Olay. A good pitch, right? He went with a 2-seam fastball off the corner. Then he goes away and throws the little slider, little cutter that comes right back in. Now for Thomas, he's thinking, oh wait, fastball, looks like the fastball away again. And then the break of the slider comes in and gets in on his hands just a little bit, so he couldn't get the solid contact.
Anthony Siegler offered at it on the bunt attempt, and down in the count 0-1. Siegler, a young man, and if he makes the roster, it will be with his versatility. Matt Blood mentioned him when we talked with him in the middle innings. He's a catcher, but he's also a pitcher. And oh, by the way, he's a switch hitter, ambidextrous, where he can throw and he pitches from both sides, lefty and righty. So there's some versatility.
That is actually, I think in the dictionary, that's the definition of versatility. I think Siegler's picture is actually in the dictionary under versatility.
So you're telling me he's switch pitcher,
Yes.
switch hitter, he pitches, he catches, He's like Bugs Bunny. Oh, and by the way, he punts and kicks.
Yeah. And he sells popcorn between innings.
Started throwing from both sides at a very young age. Had help from his dad.
Not
And
to
it's a
mention,
possibility he could do it at the collegiate level. He's an Auburn commit. And there you go, another young man from the state of Georgia. There are plenty on the 40-man roster.
and by the way, he showed some speed because he hit a triple earlier on top of it.
So down on strikes. Torres is out there having some fun, and why not when you forget how many outs there are in a particular inning. He works a 1-2-3 frame here in the 8th. Stars on top, 6-1 here at Target Field in Minneapolis.